Life is good. It's hard sometimes. I said on a previous video, sometimes things come back and haunt you. You thought you put away. I had one of those happen again to me. Had to put it away. And you know, learn something out of it. You know, there's this old saying that people will come into your life and maybe they'll be for a short time and teach you something. Maybe you'll teach them something and then maybe they'll move on. And that seems to be the case in my life right now. I have a couple of friends that tried to be real with them about some changes in my life. I think that's pretty obvious. They don't like that. That's okay. Same old, I guess, for some. But you know, it's hard. In order to be true to yourself, you got to follow what's right for you. And that doesn't always come out in the best ways. But you know, regardless, you just got to love them anyway. You just got to know that they're not ready to accept more than their own perspective, their own vision, their own circle of influence. And if you don't fit within that circle of influence, you're out. That's a pretty harsh reality in a world that's set up in division and separation. But unfortunately, it's maybe why the world was set up that way, because it's filled up with a lot of people that can't think farther than their own personal security when it's not even being threatened. But I gotta show you something here. This is my friend here. I come by here every day. Say hi to my beautiful friend. She's so gorgeous, and she's got a lot of little friends here too. Plants I should really probably look up on Google and figure out what they are, because they're like this hard, just beautiful. Beautiful, but this little baby right here, she talks to me every single day. Absolutely. Kind of makes all the other stuff less important. All right, baby, I'll see you later. Because we tend to put all these filters on things. We make beauty and simplicity so much harder than it needs to be. Listen, anybody out there, you want to be a friend of mine? All you gotta do is be you. In whatever the hell that means. I'm gonna accept you just as you are. I don't care what side of the line you're on. Whatever that line means to you. Unless we're talking about things that are immoral or dangerous or illegal. Other than that, you be you. And I'll be me. I don't see why there has to be any tension with that. But that's not my call, because remember, there's two. What I find funny and interesting is I think I have to relearn this. This isn't something I'm just making up on a one-off. I'm seeing a pattern in my life. I'm not going to blame anybody else for that pattern. I'm going to own up to it. Trust, difficult for me in other people. But I'm intimate and I'm raw and I'm real. And I'm honest with myself. Even when it's my issue. And if I don't understand the rules or the situation, I ask for more information. You see, that plant back there, she can't do that. She just sits in the same place all the time. She evolves in her own way, getting bigger, growing more petals, becoming more beautiful. Sounds a lot like us. But we have these stupid mouths and these stupid heads that set on rules that if other people or other circumstances don't fit into, And what if you remove yourself from a circumstance that isn't serving you? Is that bad? What if the people within that circumstance claim one thing and do another? There is no level for some people beyond that superficial one, even if they tell you, even if they show themselves to you. A lot of people are just living on that level, and that could be you, it could be me. I'm not sitting here trying to claim a whole all high and mighty kind of a thing. I'm just saying people are not like plants. And the problem is we expect that plant to be there every day. We expect that plant to be, no matter what we say to it, it's going to be right there. People don't do that. People have their own agendas and their own opinions. And they will quickly dismiss you. For what reason? They'll make it up themselves. They don't even need to ask you. And that can make you feel uncomfortable. And you know what? After you put that away, and you deal, and you've grown, any interaction, it can open that right back up again. And that confusion stops the flow of that positivity, that stream that you already created, because now it becomes a question. Did I do something wrong again? Is this yeah, it is my fault. I know what I did, but I did this for these reasons, and they don't know those reasons. But that's not important because they never asked. And one reason doesn't have to do with the other reason, but for some reason they believe it has to do with that reason. So what am I going to do? Figure this all out in my head, all this logic shit? Or just let it go? And chalk it up to the fact that, as Abraham Hicks says, the people in your life that are not at the same harmonic frequency as you, if they are in fact lower than your high harmonic frequency, then they will do things that are on a lower frequency. And maybe I'm doing that to them. Maybe their frequencies, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying different frequencies. And though they might come together for a short time, those frequencies will evolve and become higher as the growth is there, as the self-awareness and see if that doesn't happen because the brain gets in the way, because you can't ask a question or find out with your heart. With your heart, the one that you used to say all that sloppy words, oh, friendship and raw and real and bros. Bullshit. Nobody fucking threw stones at your house. Threw them at yourself. I find that fucking satisfying. You got to deal with stuff on your own way. But if you can remain true to the fact that none of this really exists, and every one of those people are gods, they have the right to do whatever the hell they want. So do I. The only missing piece there is that I know that. I don't care what they do. I encourage it. And the ones that are screaming at the pulpits, saying, you can't do this, you can't act that way, that doesn't fit within our tiny little group. Think about it. Who's causing division? Who's judging? Who's being an asshole? If it ain't you, brother, then float away. But if somebody's judging you and they don't even know why, fuck them. Let's get this, bro. Let's get it. Yep. It's time. You saw me. coffee. It's